How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly with Amu. And today we're getting it played with a little bit of we're walking in the park, as it would be. This is the baby brother. It's on the back of the page. I got the box here. This is the baby brother, baby sister of the bigger game, the Gardens, which we did play on the channel a while back. So you can go check out that play. I think it's almost 3 years now. So it has been a while. This is the smaller version. Getting this played because I did just put both of these up for calling for charity. This one I've never even played. The other one we did play, but it's just a game that's in our collection that's okay. We just aren't going to get to play it again. So that gives you the opportunity to make a donation to Extra Life down below and get one or both of these games added to your collection. With that said, let's go ahead and flip over the camera. I will do a brief rundown of how the solo works. It'll be slightly different if you play multiplayer. But the core game is pretty much the same. So it is a very simple game. We're going to be rolling this dice. The dice has either straights or angles or an ibis, right? What we'll be trying to do is connect to this path to get to the different landmarks that are around the area. If we do certain things, you're going to be able to score certain points. And if you were the first to go and explore one of these things, or if you're the first one, you get a bonus 1 point. So you can see there's a little bonus 1. If you go after any other time, you do get to unlock up to 6 of these point scoring conditions at the end of the game. So this is just a straight 1 point, straight 2 points. This one here is you get 1 point per ibis. This one here you get 1 point per statue. This one here is for the for each group. This one's here you get 1 point for each ibis in your largest group. This gets you the ability to add one more angle, which are, kind of hard to come by sometimes. This one here allows your T's to equal an ibis. This one here allows you to add at one time an extra straight. And then down here you do have 2 special use abilities where you can turn an angle into a T, or you can turn a straight into a T if you need to. That unfortunately does cost you 3 points. So normally the game is played until somebody gets all 6, or there are 6 ibises out there. In the solo, you get to play for 18 rounds, and you want to beat 18 points, and then it's a scoring, victory point game at that. This one is the alternate board, I just realized, because it's got that little star. So I must have this whole pad upside down. So I guess we'll just go with that. We'll just go with the alternate board. Because I think the actual real games, I think he did a playthrough on the other side, so with his prototype. So we'll just go ahead and get started, and I think it'll make sense once we do this. So we do have an angle. So in order for something to count, like I said, it has to connect here. So you have to figure out your path to go all the way around to connect all 6. There are 2 up here in the top, the Opera House and the I think it's the bridge. We want to do loops as well. Loops is what gives you the statues. So, I guess we'll just start. The problem is I want to go up as well. I could go up and over. We will just go here maybe. All right, so that is 1 turn. It says we're supposed to just keep track, so we'll just keep track right there. All right. We do have an ibis. I kind of want to get these guys out of the way because they will possibly mess up where you put other things. That's kind of this one. The advanced board I think was probably the bad idea because there's not a lot of open spaces. I put them here and I have no way to get over here without going all the way up and around. I could put them here and here, and then I can go up and around and down and around. So let's put it here. So we'll put a ibis there. That takes the entire spot, so I can't do anything. If that statues don't. Statues, you can still make paths through and around the statues. All right, so that is round 2. How did you get loose? Hi, Lucita. What am I doing? Give me a minute, sweetie. Yeah, Beezy's bone. Uh-huh. Beezy's treats. How did you get loose? I guess I didn't close it properly. No, Beans doesn't want her treats right now. Can you go with mommy? Can you go with mommy and play with your stickers? He's counting the treats for Bella. Yeah. 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 There's 3 of the one treat, yeah. And there's 2 of the other treats. And how many bones? 1 bone, yeah. Good job. Beezy might eat the bone later. Okay, go with mommy. Yeah, but Beezy's got her bone. Beezy's got her bone. Okay, sweetie. Te amo. Just shut the door, Mo. Gracias. All right. How much did you miss? You've not missed much, although now Lucita is not happy. She came in. I thought I didn't block her off all the way. My name is different. Is this a pen and paper game? Yeah, it's a roll and write game. Simple little roll and write game. I figured since we were giving them away for charity, I would go ahead and get this one played to show people how it plays. So we do have our T. T is the hardest one to roll. There's only 1 T on the entire thing. So if I put this here, that kind of gives me lots of ways, and I can work towards... See, then I would need another T here. If I do the T here, then I can get to both of these. I think that's my better option. Let me do a T right there. All right. Your name is different. Shadow Hedge 13. It shows, and see what's funny is it shows like in your icon an M, and then it's Shadow Hedge 13 for the name. All right, so we got our angle. So, so I can either come in here, which means then I'll see the tree, and I could head up this way, because I can't really head up this way, because I've locked that out. Or I could go up and over this way, but then I'm kind of locking myself out from going up there. Man, I really need these T's. You really needed the T's. I could go this way, and then if I get a T, maybe. Yeah, because I can do a straight for these. I can basically just do a straight. So let's see. If I go 1, 2, 3, 4, what would be my 5 and 6? Going up, just go straight up and then go 5, 6 maybe there. It used to be Charles. YouTube can get funky. Yeah, so what YouTube did is they gave everybody an @ and then that @ was based on the username you might have set, but you probably never realized, because I don't know if it always showed the username or if it always showed the @ before, and now I think it shows the @. So you have to go into your settings and change your username again if you wanted to do something different. Just the way it is. Yeah, so I think we'll go down there. Oops, forgot to do turn 4. All right, there is our T. That is exactly what I need. Now, I'm connecting down here, but you don't have to connect down here. I can put this wherever I want, whenever I want. So I actually needed the T. That's exactly what I needed here, because that was my plan, was to use a T to connect these two. I haven't got any straights yet, though. All right, so that's 5. All right, we got our angle. I guess I could do a backup plan and come up this way. All right, so if I do a backup plan and I come up this way, then I can get some straights and go up there. Let's do that. So, doing that did give us this one. So I will be able to unlock some points. Right now I don't know what I want, so I'm just going to unlock the 2 points. All right. Another angle. Since I'm kind of coming up this way, I know I can do that now. I need a straight here so I can get a statue. I guess I could do this one, and that way gives me a backup method over here. All right, so that gives me the second one. I've only got 1 ibis so far. I have no statues. It's like these points, how to get the points for all of this. This allows me to add a statue. That doesn't help me. I need some straights. I really do. Let's just do... Let's hope we get some more ibises. Yeah, let's hope we get some more birds. Some more birds. Oh, was that 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it was 6. So this is 7. Another angle. I'm not really wanting the angles right now. I don't want the angles. Because they don't really help me. I mean, if I did an angle here and did another angle here, well, let's see, then I've got that open gap, so that's not going to work. I'm trying to figure out how I can enclose that. So, maybe we just go ahead and put that one here. Just in case. All right, so that was 7. All right, there's a straight line. That's what we needed. Yeah, because I just need some straight lines now. So, straight line there. Another angle. Ah, another angle. Oh, I can do that. That's fine. We'll do an angle there. We got that one. Which we will unlock. Let's do the statues, I guess, next. I should be able to get a statue here. No, I can't. Because I can't close this in. Because this won't close in. I can get a straight line and close it in down here. Speaking of a straight line, let's go ahead and do that straight line. So this is 10 of 18. We'll go ahead and do our straight line here, which gives us a statue. There is another ibis. So I think we'll do a straight line here, so we'll go ahead and put the other ibis here. There's 2 ibises. So that is 5, 10, that's 11. There we go. T's are good. T's are great, actually. T's give us a lot of flexibility. So, can I close anything off with that T? Not really. I was like, oh, T's are great, and I can't even use this T. So I did a T here. That doesn't do me any good. Doing a T here is kind of a waste. Can't do a T there. Really can't find where to do. Is download function for your videos disabled? Don't know if it was an enableable thing. I think you have to have premium, don't you? Like, I've even tried to like download people's videos. I think you need to have premium. Or a third party. I don't know if a third party has the ability to download. Because that's how I had to get some of the videos for like some of the top 10 videos when I tried to do videos in them, which took way too long to edit. But not that I'm aware of. I don't know where to put I mean, now I'm going to basically treat it like a straight line, I think. Because I have no other use for it. I kind of... It's like, that's the best one sometimes, and it's like, I can't even use it right now. So we'll just... I guess we'll put it over here, because that'll at least connect to this one. So we'll do that one, which connects there. Which will get us... Let's just go with the 1 point. I'm not getting a lot of everything else, so we will do that. Did I mark that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, I did not. That's 12 of 18. That is an angle. I'm on premium. I wanted to watch your Omega Ranger run while I was traveling this morning, but the download option was not available. Huh. I'll have to look. I didn't know there was a setting to allow downloads. So I'll check for you. I'll check for you. Oh, when you're traveling, well, you were already traveling this morning. All right, so that's 13. So angles will allow me to close things in, but I can't do this. I'd have to lose 3 points to do that. So with one more statue is just going to be 1 point. That's not worth it, right? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess we'll just do 5 there, and then maybe we can close this off for 6. All right. I have a group of 2, so I guess this is better than that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. Straight line, which is kind of what we needed. So we'll do the straight line here. And then I need an angle. All right. That's an ibis. We'll make our EBC group bigger. Now that's 3. So again, we get to 6. That's game over. So that's 15. A T works. T works. All right, so we can close this. So I can put a statue basically anywhere in there. Big old area with statues. That is... I think that's that, right? I think the game still ends at 6. So the question is, do I add one more? I mean, both these will be worth 1 point, I think. But let me double check if I still end the game at 6. If you visit 6 or draw 6 before the 18th turn, it still ends immediately. Okay, so it still ends immediately because I made it to the last one. All right, so both of these are going to give me 1 point, so that doesn't matter. All right, so points for visiting each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I get all 6 points there. Statues, I have 1, 2. 2 statues. And then points from here, I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, because I only have one group. And then 9, and then 10, 11, 12. So I got 12 for the points up here. So that's 12, 18, 19, 20. So I got 20 points on that one. 20 points is a sightseer. So that's not even that's not even close to the best score. So I got a sightseer. You have a Sydney sighter, botanist, or if you can get 25 plus, you get Lachlan McGuire, I guess. And I read down here, he was the governor of North South Wales between this time and did the nature-y stuff. So that is that. That was our playthrough of that. It was going to be a quick one. Knew it was going to be a quick one. We will do our final thoughts, first impressions. Here we go. Final thoughts, first impressions. So again, you do, let me slide over some in the center. I keep forgetting to do that when I switch over. You do have the capability of getting this game. It is up for calling for charity. If you think this is a nice little fun light game, which it really would be. You take it on a train, take it on a plane, take it on automobiles, and you can play it. Same thing with the gardens. We do have that up for calling for charity. Both of them are available in the small medium box games. So again, you can go watch the incentive video to figure out, or just follow the link down below and go out to Extra Life. It'll tell you how you can get the games. The components fine. They serve their purpose. You got pieces of paper. They are double-sided, which is nice. That way you have more games. These double-sided, of course, is because it is 2 different maps. So I've mentioned that they're 2 different maps. So you technically can play through twice. And then there are 2 pads of paper in here. They give you nice little pencils. So all around, components are good. They serve their purpose. The rule book, you get a French and an English one. So again, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with the rule book. It is the proper size. I say proper size, but again, they made it the size of the box. But I mean, this is a small box game. There's nothing else you can do with that. It does have examples for their scoring. Shows examples of pretty much everything you need to do. So good rule book. The mechanics. So the mechanics are very simple. It's a optimization puzzle. Where can I go based on the die roll? It's a standard roll and write game. And it's simple, right? Because there's not a lot of there is not a lot of extra overhead. And the game plays differently if you consider solo versus co-op, or not co-op, but versus multiplayer. So, gotta drink. For example, in solo, my entire concern is points. How do I get the most points? How do I optimize my points? Right? And so closing off sections, or like in that last move, I closed off that section. I probably should have tried to go the 2 more turns, right? I should have probably risked it to try to get that last one, the last turn, to see if maybe I could have made one more section with a statue. Although I'm looking at what I've done here, and I don't think that would have been possible. Well, I could have backtracked. I could have backtracked over here if I had gotten a T. I could have done that, and then I could have gotten a small statue in there. It would have got me a couple more points if I had pushed that out. Whereas if you're playing multiplayer, you're going to want to try to get to those landmarks as quickly as possible. So therefore you might, forego getting a point one if it means that, oh, I can get this straight right now and get further along and get to the next section a little bit quicker. It does have some mitigation with being able to add in an angle to a T, or make a straight line into a T. But again, that does lose you 3 points. I don't know how balanced that is. In solo, that could be really detrimental. Again, I watched the developer, the publisher play through, and he, of course, lost by 1 point because he lost 3 points. So it does play a factor. Difficulty, very simple, very light game. Again, something that you could probably introduce to anybody, gamer or not gamer, and it would be a fun little, warm-up or icebreaker game, or something, like I said, you could play on your lunch break. So very light and easy game. Fun and 2 have not played multiplayer. I just played this solo. It's a good little puzzle. It was fun trying to figure out, okay, where do I place these things? Especially on this variant side, because on this side, you've got a couple more bigger open areas, right? Because these 2 are on the edges. So you have a couple bigger areas that you could put those ibises. So this one was a little bit more complex, because if I put them, I couldn't, on this side, I couldn't go through the paths. So it was definitely a fun little puzzle. Theme. So the theme is you are walking through nature, going through. The theme's fine, right? It makes sense what you're doing, right? You're building the paths to be able to go to each of the landmarks and go through the parks. So the theme is fine. There we go, guys. That is a that is technically how to take a walk in a park. If you want to get this, like I said, links down below to Extra Life. We appreciate every donation we've gotten. We appreciate every donation we're going to get throughout the rest of the year. We do have Tabletop Appreciation. I keep saying week, but it's just Tabletop Appreciation weekend, but I will be doing all week next week, playing games, and probably have some giveaways during those playthroughs, just like we always do. And then we do have Extra Life Game Day coming up in November. That said, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, bell notification, all that YouTube stuff. But until next time, guys, peace.